I started this mission to, my purpose has become to ensure that, at least for the senior citizens, that they are safeguarded in the cyberspace, in the domain of the cyber, because today I think all of us are connected in the internet age, and we are using our mobile phones and are digitally connected. I'm sure everyone will agree. Today you are using mobile phones, internet. You have either a microchip installed through Alexa, through Google devices. You are using AI based applications also, and we have cameras all over. We are somehow or the other connected with the internet, and we somehow can't refrain ourselves from not using the internet. Today we are connected here on this platform thanks to Sukoon Unlimited. We are connected through the the internet, and though it is definitely giving us a lot of benefits, and it helps us in a lot of ways. But in today's time where I am learning so much, and each day there is a scam happening in the cyber world, where I feel that it is extremely important to ensure and digitally safeguard your cyberspace today. So this session today, I'm more than happy and glad that we also have joining us retired Colonel Sanjeev Relia sir. He's also he will be talking more about it, and he's graced. I mean, he was traveling, he was en route, but he's gracing the occasion today on this platform, and he would also be part of. Sir, are you around? If you can switch on your camera. So Colonel Sanjeev sir is also with us. He'll probably also address and answer all your queries. So before we start the session, I think I wanted to play a quick video. And since these scams are increasing each day, we would love to share one video. It's from this series on Netflix called Jamtara, and it's a small clip which I want to play, and then we proceed with the entire session today. So here's a quick video on this. I hope everyone can see their screens and this video is audible.
Hello.
Am I speaking to Mr. Umesh Mehta?
Yes. What is this regarding?
Hello, sir. I'm Swati Mishra calling from GHC Bank. So you have been a loyal customer. So we want to send you on a free trip to Australia. On this trip, you can take up to one guest. So who would you like to take along with you, sir?
My wife.
Oh, so sweet, sir. Uncle ji घूमना चाहते हैं और हमारा काम है उनको घुमाना. Sir, can you give me her name and your PAN card number, please?
Yes. Her name is Parul Mehta. PAN number is.
अंकल जी ने अपने बैंक सिक्योरिटी क्वेश्चंस के सारे जवाब दे दिए.
So, when are you sending us?
When would you like to go, sir?
July is a birthday, no?
Oh, that's great, sir. I have selected July. To confirm the month of July, please help me with the 6-digit international travel code that we have just sent you, sir. हमारा बोलने का मतलब OTP था, लेकिन जब हम इसको इंटरनेशनल ट्रैवल कोड बोलते हैं, तो हमारा अंकल जी का जो दिमाग है
7
वेकेशन मोड में चला जाता है.
4 5 2 6 1.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. देखो, हमने अंकल जी के OTP से इनके बैंक अकाउंट में घुस के इनके रिटायरमेंट सेविंग्स के सारे पैसे ढाप लिए.
You know, my wife will love this surprise.
Yes, sir. This will be a big surprise. आपको क्या लगता है? आपके साथ नहीं हो सकता. ये जमतारा है. सबका नंबर आएगा.
So as we are living in the digital space, and life has become so easy with the internet, and it's very easy to connect with people as we are doing right now, and the online payment has become so easy. So I just wanted to know what are the potential threat in the market, and how a senior can recognize those threat that coming their way, and what are the common mistakes we are doing as a user to leak out our vital information, financial information, and personality. So please throw some light on that.
You said your name is Neetu, right?
Yes, my name is Neetu.
Thank you so much, Neetu, for that question. So you just said that it is very easy to connect. First of all, everyone understands English, or is there any issue of with English?
No, sir.
Hindi?
English would be better, sir. You can
English.
keep.
Okay, because I have this. I belong to the north part of the country, so I have this habit of switching over to Hindi at times. So I just like to reconfirm. Okay, so Neetu just said that it is so easy to connect. Only yesterday I was taking a session somewhere, and there I told those people that this world has become flat. And why has it become flat? It has become flat because of internet. What I call cyberspace and what all you all call as the internet. Now today, internet has reached far and wide across the globe. Gone are those times when when I was growing up and I had to go away from where I was staying with my parents. There would be no news. There were no telephones. There was only maybe a letter, which a postcard I would drop if I was traveling abroad, and my parents would know, okay, he's reached London, he's reached Sydney or wherever. Today things are different. Today things happen instantly. It's not even 2 minutes Maggie noodle. It is much faster than that. You reach a place, you land, and you inform your family that I have landed. And because the world has become so flat, and the speed of information traveling at the speed of light is so fast, that we start to worry when things don't happen when they were supposed to happen. So if my flight was to land at 5 o'clock and I have not messaged my wife at 5:05 or 5:04, she will start to worry, where is he, where, what has happened, has something happened? So that is the kind of age we are living in. The second issue is that when we were all growing up, so you are all senior citizen. In fact, I am also nearing 60, so I am also going to be a senior citizen soon. And if I can teach people about how to stay safe in cyberspace, then there is no reason why all of us who are over the age of 60, what the government calls senior citizen, can't stay safe in cyberspace. Now, the other important thing that has happened is that, when we were all growing up, we were small, our parents taught us how to walk on the road, ride a cycle, or maybe drive even. And they told us certain rules. They told us that, son, stop on the red light, cross the road on the zebra crossing, drive on the left side, don't increase over 60 kilometers an hour of speed, and things like that. What were these? These were rules that were meant to keep us safe. All of a sudden, when we were in our 50s and 60s, a super express highway called the internet was thrust up into our lives. And when this super express highway came, there were no rules that came with it. There was no user manual that came with it. We learned how to operate in this space, maybe from our children or our grandchildren, or perhaps in a lot of cases, a large number of cases, on our own. Now, when you learn things on a DIY model, that is do it yourself, DIY model, sorry, you tend to make mistakes. You can always put a wrong screw in a wrong place. You can always miss out on a part, and that is exactly what is happening in the cyberspace. Since we were not taught the rules of safety into how to navigate the cyberspace, we tend to make mistakes, and because of these mistakes, of a handful of, or not handful, maybe a large number of uneducated teenagers and people in their early 20s make a fool of us. What we today call online frauds, or cyber frauds. And Shonan just showed you the beautiful clip. Now we all saw the clip. Do you know what was the last line of that clip? Can anyone repeat? Does anyone remember what was the last line of that clip? That lady saying something, and that is the tagline of Jamtara, incidentally. Does anyone remember? Okay, that's fine. So the last line, on which is also the tagline of the series of Jamtara, is that lady says "Sabka number aayega," which literally means we will all go through it. Whether you are a child, whether you are a professional, whether you are an elderly person, whether you work in the technology industry, whether you work in the bank, everyone will go through. The amount of calls and fraud messages that I get is not a joke, especially because since I operate on the dark web a lot for cyber threat intelligence, That is the reason perhaps the number of messages and calls to me is extremely high. So I have to be maybe 10x time much more cautious than you all have to be. Now, a typical feature of these frauds is that there are two kind of people who are being targeted. First are the teenagers. Teenagers are being targeted for pornography, for drugs, for games, violent games, and then second lot of people is the elderly people. Elderly people are being targeted for money because they are at a stage of life where they have a retirement fund, happily sitting in the bank and multiplying. All the responsibilities have been taken care of, and they have these devices, a large number of them, whether it is a mobile phone, a tab, or a laptop, or even an Alexa, or whatever you have, to entertain themselves. And in the process, and also of course to stay in touch with their near and dear ones. Now, in the process of entertaining ourselves and in the process of keeping in touch with our near and dear ones, we often do certain things which we also refer to as bad cyber hygiene. To, like, if you want to stay healthy, you need to follow good healthy tips, things. Similarly, in the cyberspace, when you want to stay safe, you have to follow good cyber hygiene. And today I'm going to talk about that. What are these aspects of good cyber hygiene? The second part of cyber frauds is that a large number of so today, if cyber crime was a country, it would have the third largest economy in the world. After US and China, cyber crime would have been the third largest economy. In India, it is approximately to a tune of, just the frauds is up of the tune of 7,000 crores annually. That is the amount of money that was lost last year. And the other very interesting fact about cyber fraud is that 1 in 1,000 cases get solved, which is just 0.1%. So 1 in 1,000 case getting solved means that the probability of you getting your hard-earned money is very low. Hence, there is all the more reason that we take adequate precaution to stay safe when we are operating in this space. So coming back to what are the kind of frauds that are happening, what she asked me, let me just quickly tell you certain frauds which are very prevalent, of which one or two have just been mentioned. There is a very most hot and happening fraud is आपकी बिजली कट जाएगी, या आपका पानी कट जाएगा, या आपकी गैस कट जाएगी, which literally means that your light will be switched cut off, or your water will get disconnected, or your Indraprasth gas or whatever gas, piped gas that you use, will get disconnected. Now, there are 2-3 things which are associated with it. Most of these calls, um, you will realize, happen on a weekend, on a Friday afternoon or a Friday evening, knowing fully well that on the Saturday and Sunday these offices would be closed. Two, they try and put you under pressure of time, which means that they say that unless you do the payment now, just a second. Sorry. Unless you do the payment now, your light will get cut or your gas will get cut, and for the next 2 days you will be without a basic amenity without which you cannot survive. So there is a pressure that is, a time criticality that is brought in. Now, please be rest assured that 99.999%, which is almost like 100% of these calls, are fraud. One, none of these organizations, which is a electricity board, or whether it is a Jal Nigam board, or whether it is a Indraprasth gas, or whichever gas which is there in your town, they never call and tell you that your money has not been credited, your account, you haven't paid bills for 3 months. No, like I got a call just 3 days back, and this gentleman is telling me, you have paid the bill, I know this is your consumer number, you have paid the bill, but the money has not been updated on your website. So I, of course, realized that from the word go that it was a fraud call. So I started to play a fool with him. I said, okay, भाई साहब, फिर मैं क्या करूं? then he's telling me मैं आपको एक लिंक भेजता हूँ, आप उस लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करिए and you will have to update your KYC details so that our system gets updated. Obviously, he did send me a link and which I never clicked on. But I asked him that if your system is not updated, how will it get updated by my giving my KYC? I've already given my KYC when I got this connection. He said no. We have transformed. We have transited from manual system to automated system. So all the KYCs have not come there. So perhaps your KYC has. So he was trying to convince me. Finally, I did tell him, boss, look here, I work in this industry, so don't try and make a fool. I'm reporting your number to the police, which I did report to the police. So slowly they start building up pressure on you to make sure that you either update or your KYC, or he'll tell you transfer 1 rupee or transfer 100 rupees. Now, moment you click on a link, there will either be a malware which will get downloaded. A malware is a piece of code which is written in a particular any particular programming language which has a bad intention to it. Like your antivirus software has the good intentions of stopping the malware, a malware has a bad intention that it steals your information, whatever is there in your device. So either a malware will get downloaded or it will take you to a link where you will start filling in your bank details, your Aadhaar card number and stuff like that to make a payment of to update your KYC, or you will go through the process of paying 100 rupees through your bank or through your credit card or through your debit card or your UPI. Now, when you do these things, please remember that that person is logging every information that you are giving. Any click that you make, whatever you are typing is being logged with him or her. So be rest assured that these are fraud calls. Tell them that it is okay, please go ahead and cut my light, please go ahead and block my account, please go ahead and cut my gas. I will shift into a hotel for 2 days, but I will not do this. Eventually they will cut the call. So this is the most common fraud that is happening, and a large number of elderly couples who are living alone in their 70s, in their 80s, who are actually, a little apprehensive of using these devices, get very, it is, if I was in that age, even I would have, suddenly somebody tells me that you will not have any light, and in the heat of Delhi with 47 degrees temperature, if there is no light, I can't sleep. So these things, I mean, these are the kind of things that they'll tell you. And if something like this comes, we will, at the end of the talk, we will tell you where, how, and where these crimes, I mean, fraud calls are to be reported. The second kind of thing that is happening is आपका courier में drugs हैं. There are drugs in your courier, and this again, I have also received about 6-8 of these calls in last 3 months. Now, you will get a call on WhatsApp. On the it will be an unknown number, and a photograph of a police officer would be showing on the calls, which means that some police personnel is calling you. And no, sorry, initially it will be somebody normal calling you, and he'll tell you that, okay, there is a FedEx courier or there is a so and so courier which has your origination address, and the destination is Taiwan or destination is so and so, and we have found that there are drugs in it. Now, you have sent perhaps a courier to your child, which was meant from Bangalore to, say, Pune. He will give you the courier receipt number also. And he will say that, yes, it was booked originally for Pune, but then it has now, later on, it has been changed to Taiwan. Originator address is still yours, and there are drugs, 5 kgs of drugs inside it. So you will ask him, so what is to be done? He'll say, wait, I will transfer the call to a police officer. He will tell you what is to be done. And then the call, and then suddenly a third person joins who's in uniform, looks smart, and starts talking to you in English or your language, wherever you stay. And he says that I am SP so and so or senior superintendent of police so and so district. Invariably, it will be Bombay. I work with the narcotics department, and we have found 5 crores worth of drugs or 3 crores worth of drugs in your package. We are going to lodge an FIR. An arrest warrant is being issued on your name, and our team is being dispatched to come and arrest you in next 24 hours. Again, these things happen to people who are living without children. I mean, whose children are away, or who are at that moment alone in the house. Their children are out for work, and they will put you under so much of pressure that you will not be able to make a call also to your child. That's what is a new term has come for it, which is called digital arrest. They will tell you, hang on the line. If you cut this call, your FIR is confirmed. So what is the way of getting out of it, sir? You will ask, okay, you pay this amount of money, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, whatever. Recently, a lady in Delhi had to pay. She was under digital arrest for 24 hours. Sorry, for 6 days, which is 24 into 6 hours. She was not allowed to make calls to anyone, and she ended up paying 19 lakh rupees in those 6 days. How foolish can we be? Okay, your children are abroad. So what? Cut that call and make a call to your child and say, this is what is happening. I do not know how to handle it, or get in touch with experts like us who handle these things. When I got this call from this gentleman who behaved like a police officer, he told me there are drugs worth 5 crores. So I asked him, what should what should I do? He said, okay, you have to pay 20 lakhs for otherwise an FIR will be lodged. I told him, let's do one thing, आधा kar lete hain. You keep 2.5 lakhs, I'll keep 2.5 crores, and I'll keep 2.5 crores. So he then got, and then I asked him, which batch IPS are you from? He had no answer to that. So please start asking them question about what they are pretending to be, and then disconnect the call. Don't please entertain such calls. They are just out to make money out of you. All right. The third kind of fraud that is happening is this is no more happening. Okay, can we go to the next one? Now, this is a very interesting kind of a fraud, which is a video call coming on to you. Now, I'll give you an example. There was this gentleman who was 72 years of age, children all happily married. He did not have his wife had passed away, and the children were happily married. He was staying alone in Pune. He gets this call. He takes the call, unknown number, obviously. He takes the call, and a pornographic video starts playing. Now, by the time he realizes that it is, something which is he should not be watching, and he cuts the call, it is about 15 or 20 seconds have passed. So, what this fraudster has done is now he has made a video of you watching a pornographic video. Now you will get a call. This gentleman got a call saying that, sir, you watch porn. So he said, no, I don't watch porn. No, sir, we have your video of you watching porn. So and so is your son. So and so is your daughter-in-law. So and so is your daughter. So and so is your grandchild. We have all the numbers. We are going to send you your video of you watching porn to them. No fault of this man, because it does take a while for, especially in a little elderly age, to realize what is happening. Maybe, by the time you cut the call, it is about 8, 10, 15, 12 seconds, whatever. And then the blackmail starts, and you end up paying money. I can hear a lot of questions coming. I will take those questions on. So these are some of the kind of frauds that are happening, and we need to be really stay very aware of things. Each day there is a new kind of scamster. Each day there is a new kind of scam happening. Okay, what is the next question?
Thank you, sir, for sharing such a vital information. And I'm sure our senior will keep these points in their mind before attending the fraud calls and all.
Okay,
So,
Vishnu Swaroop has asked, can the cybercrime happen by just answering an incoming call? So if it is, no, malicious software cannot, or malicious code cannot get downloaded by a voice call. So if you call me, and or I call you and I try and download try and download a malicious code into your phone, no, it doesn't happen. You have to either click on a link. The biggest source of nuisance. How many of you send these good morning messages to each other in groups with pictures? We all do. Is there anyone who doesn't do? So I take the silence means that we all do. There are lakhs of these good morning messages, videos and with pictures go. These pictures, these videos have invariably have a malware attached to them. I am a hacker. I'm an ethical hacker. My job is to hack into networks to see how strong the networks are. If I have to hack into your phone or into your device, I will attach. I will send you for men. I will send a Sunny Leone picture and attach a malware to it. And moment you click on it, it'll get downloaded. So either you click on a link or you click on a picture or a video or a voice message, and invariably a malware will get downloaded. So please refrain from sending these good morning, good evening, good night kind of messages which have pictures attached to it. Yes.
Thank you, sir, for giving this information. So another that is a very prevalent practice nowadays that we use public amenities like using public Wi-Fi, the chargers, shared computer. So is there any potential risk that is associated with this practice? And if yes, then how we can protect our data, our phones or system to evade such kind of frauds? So is there any way out?
Yes. Okay. So the public Wi-Fi's and public. I'm also using a hotel Wi-Fi, unfortunately, because the signal connectivity is so bad. My policy is no. I don't log into a hotel Wi-Fi, but just for this session, I had to, unfortunately. Okay. So there is a saying in English which goes like this: there are no free lunches, which means that if somebody is treating me to something for free, invariably I will have to pay back in another currency. In the cyberspace, it is very much the same. If I am getting a service for free, it is not just for public Wi-Fi's. We log into Wi-Fi's when we are traveling abroad in airports. We go to hotels, we log in there. We go to Starbucks, we log in there. We go to restaurants, we log into their Wi-Fi. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing called a free Wi-Fi. When you log into a Wi-Fi, it has the potential to drain out complete information of your device. Whatever is stored in your device, including your picture, your messages, your chats on your WhatsApp or whatever platform you use, to whatever you are typing. So if I go to to say airport, and I log into the Wi-Fi there, and I go to my bank website and I start doing my net banking, you should be rest assured that your password, username, everything is gone. That is how public or free Wi-Fi works. Number two, there is free gaming or which are available. Like once again, 99% of games come with malware attached to it. Either there is a malware attached to it, or they will make you fill in certain forms wherein you have to give in your data, and that data will then be misused. That data will then be sold to marketing companies who will then start targeting you for those products. Three, these free games are places where you will meet the rogue elements. So if I have to, like, when I deal in a lot of cyber threat intelligence, and one of the forums where I get this intelligence is gaming platforms, where there are these people who are professionals whose job is to extract information, and there are these naive people like all of us who go there, who end up giving away this information. So there is nothing called public or free Wi-Fi. There is nothing called free gaming. There is nothing called free pornography. Incidentally, for your information, India is the largest consumer of pornography in the world. Not something to be very proud of. UP and Kerala are two states which consume the highest amount of pornography. And two categories of people again you see view pornography: teenagers and people who are above 50. This is the statistics that I have with me. So if we are going into these kind of websites, or into these kind of chat rooms where these kind of things are happening, whether it is game or pornography or even a Wi-Fi, please be rest assured you will end up giving away all your information. And if you're doing certain transactions through using that device, you have lost your username and password instantly. Yes, what is the next question?
So the next question is like how we can protect our mobile phones. Is there any specific software or antivirus that you can recommend to us?
Okay, there are 3, 4 question types there. How to block receiving good morning messages. Please tell the person who's sending these messages not to me. There is no harm in sending, typing and sending good morning. Plus, please do not attach pictures which you do not know where they have come from, or videos where they have come from. If the source is unknown, do not attach it. If you have clicked a picture, if it is your picture or your beautiful flowers growing in your garden, or a picture of your grandchildren or whoever, you're most welcome to use those pictures, but do not use pictures which are which come from unknown sources. I have received 1 rupee credit into my bank account. What's the implication? Well, whoever has sent this 1 rupee to you will invariably give you a call after that, and he'll say that, sir, has it been verified now? I will transfer X amount of money. So he'll say that you will have to again verify with the OTP and things like that. So it is a OTP kind of a fraud which will happen. Are the caller IDs detectors apps like Truecaller are harmful? Truecaller is the biggest scam happening in this world. First of all, Truecaller's 100% data got hacked, and it is available on dark web. I don't know how many of you have heard of the dark web. Dark web is a very interesting place. I'll maybe touch upon it a little later. So 100% data of Truecaller got hacked, and hackers were selling it on the dark web. Two, Truecaller gives you free caller identification, but it takes away your basic information which is there on the phone. What is your mobile number? What is your name? What is your your IMEI number of your phone? What is the network that you use? What is the Wi-Fi do you use? What are the IP address of the Wi-Fi router? Everything it takes away, and then it can sell that data to marketing. It is selling. Why it is selling all that data without your consent to people who should not be receiving that data. Also recently got a call urging me to press 9 for an important information. It was a high commanding tone. Yes, it was a fraud. Why should you be pressing 9 for? You please tell them that don't call me. You go ahead and do whatever you want. You want to block my account, you want to cut my electricity, you want to cancel my ticket. Just go ahead and tell them, because do not keep pressing digits unnecessarily. It could be leading you to a malicious website. Sorry, now can you repeat your question? You said what do you need to do safe, right, for your mobile devices?
Yes. Yes. How
That
can
was the question.
Yeah, how can we protect our devices?
Okay. Now let me tell you something very interesting. Most of our devices, when they come to us, can you go to that? Okay, no, you just go back. You go to the last one. Go ahead with the mobile. This one. इससे पहले वाला. Yes. Okay, so these are some screenshot of somebody's mobile phone. Now you will notice in this, there is this in the settings, there is this thing called security and privacy. Now, when I click on security and privacy, it takes me to this. On the right side, you will see it says microphone, music and audio, notification, phone, photos. These are the access that I have given to application for various things. Now, this particular person, which happened to be my wife, when I took this screenshot, she still is my wife, of course, but at that particular moment when I took the screenshot, she had given her microphone access to 21 of the 37 applications. That means 21 applications are simultaneously listening to what you are talking on your phone. Similarly, इसमें I don't think there is a camera, but her camera permission was also to about 11 or 12 applications. Why should an application like Ola or delivery application, food delivery application, or a cab application need access to my microphone and to my camera? So And there was an application earlier which was called Torchlight when our these flashes were not automatically switching on. That thing used to take permission for SMSs, for call record, for microphone, for camera, everything. Why? So please go to your settings, please go to your security and privacy and deny these applications. Turn them off. So what will happen is that minimal number of applications will have access. Two, if you have given an access, give an conditional access, which means only when using the application. Only when I am using WhatsApp, I give WhatsApp permission to use my camera and microphone and not all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an era where we are being constantly heard and seen by people. And we need to go to our settings to make sure that these kind of permissions are denied. Unless we stop this, and that is how these fraudsters or scamsters get to know our information. You will realize that you are sitting with your wife and you're talking, let's go on a vacation to Goa. And in less than 2 to 3 minutes time, when you Google search, you will start getting these ads or pop-ups of flight details to Goa, hotels in Goa, cab services in Goa, restaurants in Goa. How does it happen? This is how it happens. So do not give permissions. This is the most basic step when you buy your phones by default, or when you install an application by default, these permissions are are granted to it. So deny this permission. Two, do not keep downloading apps just for the heck of it. Somebody, friend of mine is using XYZ app, so I also must have it. It is so much fun. No, don't use it. Have minimum number of applications on your phone. The lesser the applications on your phone, the safer you are. That is the second most important aspect of it. Third, do not answer calls from unknown numbers. You know who's your bank manager, who you have the number of your children. If by mistake some you take a call also and he says this is what is happening, please tell them, send me an email. I will answer to the email. Don't take calls from unknown numbers, especially WhatsApp calls, because on a voice call it is virtually impossible to kind of download to install a malware. But on a WhatsApp call or a Telegram call or a Signal call or whatever application that you use, it becomes much more easier to download and install malware, because you will start clicking on links there. So don't click on links, don't download unnecessarily application, and please go to your settings and check how safe your phone is. And don't take unnecessary calls. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So this is what I was talking about. This is a conditional access. Now most of the applications come with this allow all the time. Second one says allow only while using the app. Third one says ask every time and don't allow. My phone, most applications are on don't allow. Even for WhatsApp, no. Even when I give a conditional access like allow only while using the app, when you minimize the app, the application hasn't closed. So close the application by swiping it on top. Once you close the application, then it doesn't listen to your either track your location or your microphone or your camera. Okay. So Shonan, you can go back to that WhatsApp question. Okay, I have a question for people. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay, this one. Yeah. Okay, so we all use some form of messaging application. So most of us in India use WhatsApp. So there is this Mr. Rahul who's a middle-aged man, and he receives a pornographic video from a friend on WhatsApp. And he downloads and he views it, and he realizes that this is pornographic video. He likes it, maybe, I don't know. And then after viewing it, he forwards it to his friends and groups, and he forgets to delete it. It remains in his inbox of his whoever had forwarded it. Has he done anything wrong? And all of us would have faced this. You may deny it here, but in your heart you know that your friends do forward you these. And not just men, women also forward enough pornography to each other. So we all have received some sick jokes, some sick videos, some sick pictures which we would have perhaps watched, smiled, forwarded it to friends. Have I done anything wrong? Anyone who has any opinion, you're most welcome to air your views about it.
Anybody who has any questions, please unmute yourself and ask directly to the sir.
Otherwise, I will start nominating people then.
I don't think it is any wrong.
Ganesh sir. Okay, sir, what's your name, sir?
No, sir, I don't
Arora,
have
sir.
any of these experiences actually. I am 72 plus from
Sir, it
Bangalore.
doesn't matter. I recently solved a case of a 83-year-old man because of pornography. His mobile had got hacked. So age is hardly an issue.
Yeah, but anyway, I didn't have the experience of it. But I have a
Okay,
very
sir.
good
No,
group.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, so there are enough groups where these things happen. I'm sure you're part of that group. So these things do happen there on those groups. So if by chance you click on a video and obviously it gets downloaded onto your memory. So have you done anything wrong?
I'll just like to add in this. See,
Yes,
it all
ma'am.
depends. In case a person is interested,
Yeah.
only then he forwards it forward. He forwards it on.
Uh-huh.
If not, I think it's best that you just shut it off, erase it, delete
So
it.
Mr. Rahul was interested and that is why he forwarded it. So did he do anything
Obviously,
wrong?
yes. Yeah, it was wrong. Why should he forward something like this? Something
Why should
obscene. Why forward it? What is the
Okay.
pleasure that you derive from that?
Okay. Somebody on the answer has said, CK Arora sir also says, sir, Arora sir, what are your views?
It doesn't look anything wrong in that.
Yeah, it is innocent looking thing.
Yeah.
The most popular person on social media amongst men is Madam Sunny Leone, and we all know what she does or what she has done in her past. So her videos are the most forwarded thing. So okay, can you click Shonan? So there is something called an IT Act which was made in year 2000 and then it got amended in 2008 and under the sections 66E, 67, 67A of the IT Act, holding pornography, viewing pornography, circulating pornography, and making pornography is actually an offense. And it is a punishable offense. And especially if it is child pornography, the punishments is even more severe. So these are things which happen a lot. I'm sure some of you would have heard of that famous case which happened, boys' locker room on Instagram chat, which happened in a school in Delhi and it went viral over news during the COVID time, this was a group started by a 17-year-old girl, where nude pictures of her own classmates. She was as a boy. She had of course masqueraded as a boy, and she was circulating. So a lot of wrong things happen on social media, which we feel that ये तो होता है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार, Mr. XY is forwarding it one odd time. Even I have seen something. That's how I know 60% of the group member are indulging in these silly messages. But it is actually an offense. You are not creating, but if you are forwarding it, then you are circulating pornography. So please refrain from doing this. Okay, what is the next question? There is a question here. Hi, sir. How often should we change the password? Okay, I'll come to that. Sir. I will talk about it. Any other questions that we have?
Sir, I also want to know that how can we shop online safely and what are the steps or what are the precautions we should take into mind before filling out all the details like name and financial details, and what are the how can we distinguish between the fake website and the genuine website? Is there any way we can distinguish between the two and which one is the fake messages and all?
So the first aspect is how to distinguish between a fake website and a genuine website. With we are living in the age of artificial intelligence, and it is virtually impossible to actually detect whether this website is original one, whether this is actually Amazon or it is a fake Amazon. It's virtually impossible. So there are certain things you should look for. Then it should have HTTPS written on. If you see the URL, which is the address on top, on a genuine website invariably and the especially the online shopping portals, have to have this HTTPS website, S written on it, which is S stand for security. HTTP is a protocol which the internet uses, and S is for security. So HTTPS, if you notice on the left side, it means it is by and large it will be a genuine website. Is it safe to do online shopping? Yes, it is safe because the online, no, there are two procedures involved. One is the buying part of it, where you given your information to Amazon. Let's take for example Amazon or Flipkart, and second is the payment part of it. Now Amazon deals with the product, so it collects information like your name, your address, your mobile number, your email, and stuff like that. So Amazon is a data fiduciary. It is the duty of Amazon to keep that data safe. Then comes the payment part of it. So Amazon does not take the payment, it transfers you to a payment gateway, and the gateway gets you to your bank, and your bank actually debits the payment and then gives it to Amazon. Now, this is done through something called SSL secure layer. It is a secure layer. So SSL is the technique used for it, and secure socket layer, and so these are safe transactions by and large. Yes, there are frauds that do happen on Amazon also, and through SSL. Despite the SSL technique being used, there are people who have lost money, but the percentage is extremely low on that. So yes, it is safe to do. Now there is so I'll tell you a precaution how you can make sure that you don't become a victim of fraud. We all tend to shop from our phone, and do the entire, I think put things in my cart. Then I go to the payment gateway and I make the payment, and the OTP comes on my phone. Try and make this into two devices. Make sure that on one phone you are doing this and the OTP goes, and the number should be that the number on which the OTP comes is a second phone, so that it automatically does not fill in there. That gives you an additional security or additional safety when you segregate the two devices, the shopping device and the OTP device. So you have an extra little bit of safety, but by and large these portals are safe.
Okay, sir, thank you so much. And for the last question, I would like to ask it from Ms. Shonan Mahajan. So, my last question is, if unfortunately, after taking care of all these measures, security measures, and unfortunately, if we fall victim of the fraud, so what is the next step as a user we should do? Where should we complain? Who should we approach? What is the solution for this fraud? Like, where to make?
Okay, before you go to the question, can I just talk about one more type of frauds that are now happening a lot?
Share that after, sir.
Okay, so there is something called a deep fake. I don't know how many of you have heard, but deepfake is deep learning is a AI technology. It is part of artificial intelligence, a subset of artificial intelligence today, which is being used to make fake videos of people known to you. Now, the first kind of fraud when I spoke was that they were showing a police person. Today, it is possible to actually fake a video of your near and dear one, and then that video is sent to you, wherein your near and dear one, or maybe your son or a grandchild, would be saying that, look here, I have met with an accident, I'm stuck here, can you please send me money? So please do not fall for a video like that. Large number of cases are happening where a voice note in the voice of my child, or a video which is actually showing my child at a site of accident, it comes to me, and then and the child is saying, dad, please send me money fast, I need to get out of this mess that I've got myself into, and you transfer the money. Don't do that. There is a small video clip of mine which I had done on Aaj Tak on deepfake. Shonan, can you show that?
What is it?
Yeah, can you increase the volume? There's no volume.
पे मैं संजीव से सवाल लेना चाहूंगी। संजीव, ये बताइए कि अभी जो पति कह रहे थे कि देखिए ज्यादातर जो जैसे मोबाइल्स हैं और चीजें हैं वो चाइनीज हैं। हम घर में कुछ टूल्स देख लें, हमारे एआई टूल्स हैं जो कि चाइनीज है और उसका सेंटर जो है वो चाइना है। तो ऐसे में ये बताइए कि क्या ये सच सच है, हम आपस में भी घर में बात करते हैं और ये हम कहते हैं कि ऐसा तो नहीं कि हम घर पे जो बातचीत कर रहे हैं वो भी कहीं ना कहीं वो टूल जो है वो सुन रहा है और कहीं वो जा रहा है, ट्रांसमिट हो रहा है, ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
जी मैं बिल्कुल सच है ये बात। और मैं आपके जरिए बताना चाहूँगा कि हम जो एप्लीकेशंस यूज़ करते हैं, पहले तो हम ऑथेंटिसिटी चेक नहीं करते, फ्री एप्लीकेशंस डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं, गेमिंग एप्लीकेशंस हैं, दुनिया भर की हम चीज़ें ऐसे डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं। तो ये जो एप्लीकेशंस हैं इनको हम अपने कैमरा और अपने माइक्रोफोन का एक्सेस दे देते हैं। और ये एक्सेस ऐसा होता है कि हम उसको, जब वो एप्लीकेशन यूज में नहीं भी है तो भी हम उसको कहते हैं कि हाँ आप हमारे कैमरे और माइक्रोफोन का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। तो इन कंडीशंस में जब आप घर में बात कर रहे हैं, आप अपने हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में या माता और एक माँ और बच्चों के बीच में बातचीत हो रही है, या आप अपना एक जूम कॉल कर रहे हैं ऑफिस का, वो सारा कुछ जो है आप इन एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू आपकी आवाज, आपके वीडियोस जो है वो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है, कोई आपको सुन रहा है।
बिल्कुल, आपने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट
Okay, Shonal, you
So,
can take on that question. Sorry. This
I think sir has answered most of the questions, जिसमें बहुत clarity से बता दिया गया है कि our safety lies in our own hands. This is first, but ऐसा होता है कई बार कि हम ना चाहते हुए भी इन स्कैम्स का एक हिस्सा बन जाते हैं, and it's very important at this stage to know how to report these scams. So पहले तो मैं ये बताना चाहूंगी कि होता क्या है कि जब कुछ भी ऐसा स्कैम होता है हम इनको रिपोर्ट करते ही नहीं हैं। मोस्ट ऑफ द स्कैम्स गो अनरिपोर्टेड। जैसे ही कोई स्कैम हमारे तक पहुंचता है, सो आजकल सरकार की तरफ से देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वेबसाइट्स व्हिच हैव कम अप लाइक साइबर दोस्त, ये cyber.cybercrime.gov.in पर भी काफी वर्टिकल्स ऐसे हैं जिसमें आपको लेटेस्ट स्कैम्स के बारे में नॉलेज हो जाएगी, क्योंकि आपको पता ही नहीं होता। न्यूज़पेपर्स एंड थ्रू some of the other media we come to know that this was a scam which was happening, but जहां पर आपको लेटेस्ट स्कैम्स के बारे में भी जानना हो, यहाँ पर cybercrime.gov.in पे भी एक सरकार ने अभी हाल ही में एक शुरू किया है वर्टिकल विच इज कॉल्ड साइबर दोस्त, जिसपे आप जाकर लेटेस्ट स्कैम्स जो भी अभी जैसे मीतू ने हमें बताया था, मीतू मैम ने, अबाउट द स्कैम फॉर चलान्स विच इज बहुत ही अभी मेरे पास भी काफी केसेस आए हैं उसके अलावा पर्सनल लोन्स हो गए, या रीचिंग आउट, आपका कैमरा ऑन होना, या रोमांस स्कैम्स, फेक आइडेंटिटीज ऑन सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स, कोई भी एनोनिमसली आपको कॉन्टैक्ट करता है, कोई आपने एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड कर लिया जो वेरीफाइड नहीं है, जैसे अभी संजीव सर ने भी बताया हमें कि बहुत ऐसी नॉन वेरीफाइड और अनऑथेंटिक एप्स भी हैं जो आपका डेटा लेना चाहती हैं या चुराना चाहती हैं। तो मैं यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा केस बताना चाहूंगी। एक क्वेश्चन था हमारे पास जिसमें पूछा गया था अबाउट दैट कॉल के द्वारा आपका डेटा कोई आपको इंफॉर्मेशन आपकी ले सकता है नहीं, तो उसके बारे में एक बताना चाहूंगी। अभी हाल ही में एक केस हुआ जिसमें द पर्सन वाज कॉल्ड, इट वाज एन अनोनिमस यूजर, उसने कॉल किया एंड विद इन अ स्पैन ऑफ 30 seconds through an application which was installed on their phone, he could hear and take all data through that call also. So हालांकि ये बहुत मुश्किल है, बट एक हैकर के लिए जिसका एक क्रिमिनल माइंड है, जो वो थेफ्ट करना चाहता है, उसने एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू वो वॉइस कॉल लिंक करके उनका डेटा ले लिया और उसके थ्रू उनके पास काफी उनका एक बेसिक डेटा पहुंच गया, जिसके थ्रू उन्होंने उसको एक एसएमएस भी भेज दिया और उस एसएमएस पे क्लिक भी हो गया। सो when we get in that scam and we become a part of that scam and a theft, we don't even know, because ये एक hypnotizing effect होता है। जैसे पहले जमाने में हमारे कई बार घर के आसपास कोई आता था और हमें हिप्नोटाइज करके कुछ ना कुछ एक हमारी कोई चीज ले लेता था या घर घुस जाता था, या कई बार ऐसा हमने पहले के जमाने में। सो दिस इज द वर्ल्ड ऑफ साइबर क्राइम, दिस इज द वर्ल्ड वेयर एवरीथिंग इज वर्चुअल डिजिटली, एंड वी नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट आवरसेल्व्स, वेयर वी हैव टू बी वी हैव टू बी अवेयर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि ये सारी चीजें हो रही हैं। कोई अननोन लिंक पे क्लिक नहीं करना है, कोई अनऑथराइज वाईफाई एक्सेस नहीं लेना है, जैसे अभी सर ने भी मेंशन किया, प्लीज डू नॉट जस्ट क्लिक ऑन एनी लिंक व्हाटसोएवर। एंड इन केस कभी कुछ ऐसा हो भी जाता है तो immediately, if you have certain screenshots, आपके पास जो भी आप स्क्रीनशॉट्स ले सकते हैं अपने फोन के थ्रू इजीली, वो आप रिपोर्ट एज अनोनिमसली भी इस वेबसाइट पे कर सकते हैं. इट्स कॉल्ड www.cybercrime.gov.in and the contact number is 1930. Lot of times I have been asked, is it ट्रूथफुल, ये इसमें फायदा होगा, मैं इन्फॉर्म कर रहे हैं, हम इन्फॉर्म करते हैं, कुछ होता भी है, मेरा पैसा मुझे मिलेगा, रिकवर होगा. तो उसका बस यही एक जवाब है कि प्लीज आप फर्स्ट स्टेप लीजिए, रिपोर्ट करिए उस मैटर को. एटलीस्ट वो एक स्कैम रिपोर्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है ताकि दूसरों तक भी पहुंचे और दूसरे इसके लिए अवेयर हो जाएं. एटलीस्ट बेसिकली आप रिपोर्ट अनोनिमसली भी कर सकते हैं, उसे एक आईडी क्रिएट करके आप अनोनिमसली अपना नाम ना दें, बस ये बता दें कि ये इस नंबर से आया है. क्योंकि जैसे आजकल कभी किसी कोई पुलिस वाला बन के कॉल कर रहा है, व्हाट्सएप कॉल आ रही है, उस पे लिखा होगा स्टेशन ऑफिसर कॉलिंग, व्हाट्सएप पे या ट्रू आईडी पे भी, ट्रू कॉलर आईडी पे भी उन्होंने अपने आप को वैसे ही अपडेट कर दिया है. सो दीज आर सर्टन स्कैम्स एंड टुडे इन द लास्ट 6 months 7 months लास्ट ईयर से हमने देखा है कि cybercrime.gov.in पे भी जो मैटर्स रिपोर्ट हो रहे हैं वो बहुत जल्दी एड्रेस हो रहे हैं. लाइक फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड का भी हाल ही में एक मैटर रिपोर्ट हुआ, तो उसमें मैंने ही वो रिपोर्ट किया था खुद, इसलिए मैं आपको बता रही हूँ. जितने भी मैं मैटर्स इमीडिएट बेसिस पे अकाउंट्स आर बीइंग फ्रोजन, जो भी जब तक वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन प्रोसेस चलेगा, अगर आपने किसी अकाउंट में बाय मिस्टेक या फ्रॉडुलेंटली किसी ने आपसे पैसा ले लिया है तो और वो रिपोर्ट हो गया है, तो वो इमीडिएटली बैंक के पास नोटिफिकेशन जाता है, उनका चेक सब कुछ वेरिफिकेशंस होती हैं, एंड इन द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ दैट इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑल्सो एवरीथिंग इज पुट ऑन अ हॉल्ट एंड फ्रोजन, इवन फॉर यू and who is reporting and for the person, so that in that during that investigation process things are easy. So बच्चे हैं, ऑनलाइन गेमिंग करते हैं, मैं ऑनलाइन गेमिंग में भी बहुत हमारा सेशंस होते हैं जिसपे बहुत क्राइम रेट हाई है, उस पे भी काफी अननोन लोग होते हैं एंड दे आर बीइंग रिपोर्टेड एंड इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू रिपोर्ट. आपको इसमें घबराने की, डरने की बिल्कुल बात जरूरत नहीं है. यू हैव your Sarthi, Miss Neetu also with you. We are there with you. You can always have our contact numbers in case you want to reach out to us at any given point of time. And if you can't report the matter, share the evidences or share, the material with me and, some whatever piece of evidences you have on screenshots or charts or numbers, and we will report it and we will try and make sure that, justice is definitely given and any kind of recovery or any kind of help required at any given point of time is provided to you. Mitu, any more questions for us, for Sir or me?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Colonel Sir. Thank you so much, Onan. Thank you so much, Mitu. Thank you everyone for coming here. I hope all your queries, all your doubts have been cleared and put to ease by both.
We have one question from Rajeshwari Vijay Kumar ma'am to us. Also, the time limit after which the money lost through online fraud cannot be recovered. So
no, there is no time limit to that.
There is no time limit. You can always reach out. Please report.
If you have lodged a complaint, and it should not be a complaint, it should be an FIR. Unfortunately, the police does not register the FIR, so you have to sit there on their head and make sure that they register the FIR. But the probability of you getting the money back is 0.1%. That is how.
But we can try. I would always recommend that they
will seal the account for sure.
Try.
The account gets sealed immediately. There is no denying that, which Shonan mentioned. But actually, the issue is that you are reporting to this website belongs to MHA, but crime, law and order is a state subject. So MHA reports to state police. Then state police find that the crime was committed in Jharkhand on a bank which was in Maharashtra by a person who is now living in Punjab. So there is jurisdiction
issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is a big mess.
So basically, getting back the money is just 0%.
0.1.
0.1. I wouldn't say 0.1.
But there are still chances. The hope is still.
No, we have suffered, so I know we did not get anything. Zero.
So I think what matters is that the follow-up, the right follow-up
is
and
very
the right
essential. Yes.
Yeah, it is important because I have definitely got certain recoveries done and there have been successful cases. But yes, there's a tight follow-up required. The right person should be reported. There are different jurisdictions, cyber cells now in place, and police definitely looks into the matter. It's not that, but you have to make sure that the email or the SMS or the EFIR or the complaint has been filed in the right jurisdiction and follow-up has been absolutely intact.